Storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to begin. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells you, friend, Mike, he's your man. And he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. There's our tune. That's a good Sunday morning tune, right? I love my boy Andy Simmons, man. That is my type of country, and it's wrote about us, the Coneheads. So it's Sunday morning here. We're watching Isaiah. Hey, Sam. Not everybody likes it. Better than nothing, right? So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I see a lot of great fans. Thank you, Stephen Farr. We have a great group. Been doing it a long time, so a lot of new fans. Oh, hey, wait, look. We're gonna teach Louie to wave on our Facebook Live, right? Come on, Louie. Not today. All right, so we're gonna show you the doggies really quick. This is for you, Don. What's up, Casper? So we got the original Louie, and we got Louie 2.0. And you can watch Hunter grow up. You guys named him Hurricane Hunter officially. They're awesome. All right, so we put them down. Maybe we'll show them later. We got a lot to talk about. Look at, I told you they're like Siamese twins. They'll do anything that you want. Look at, see? the calm dogs. Everybody said that I would never have another dog like Louie, so I said, watch, I'll get another one. Show you how calm I can make them. All right, so look what I got. I got my little weather radio. Me and Phil are 99% sure we're going to the East Coast here later this afternoon and do a little storm chasing. Whoever messaged me from Hooters last night, email me. We'll take you up on the offer for some shrimp, maybe. I love the peel and eat shrimp at Hooters. But we had some cool emails too, by the way. I haven't responded to them all yet, so I don't know our plan, but. So real quick, we're going to talk about this is Mike's weather page, not an official page, just a blogger page. We just go over all the stuff, all the scenarios. We're looking at Isaiah here. It's blowing up again, bubble. The good news, I guess, this morning, we saw that huge convection burst last night. The NHC has dropped hurricane watches and warnings, 65 mile an hour max now. The effects will be close to the same. The surge maps have not changed, still 2 to 4 feet along the East Coast, and now they stretch those up to the upper Carolinas, Georgia area to watch. So I'll show you all that stuff too. So the storm's definitely inching its way towards Florida. Still expected to possibly make landfall later this afternoon. We've had fans down in Freeport, Bahamas last night. They were actually asking questions, and then I saw a couple posts today that they got hammered hard last night. We were afraid of that. In fact, I was glad that we had somebody from the Bahamas tune in because we focus sometimes too much on other areas and we forget that Freeport was in the past. So I'll be curious to see what kind of rainfall they got. But we're gonna talk about everything. We got so another bubbling bubble of convection from this morning, and we got a lot of lightning. Again, not officially forecast to be a hurricane, so I'm not trying to hype anything, except we track blobs. Right, Kevin? Exactly. The bubbles of convection, blobs, correct. This thing was never expected to be more than a 75-mile-an-hour hurricane the last couple days, so. And I got my coffee, yes. Freeport. Hey, what's up, Noah? How was it? Give us an update. 10 inches of rain. Yeah, I don't even know if that was expected, so. All right, so let's start off by thanking our Facebook Live sponsor, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, located here in Florida. Of course, you guys know that. You love them. They posted this. Due to severe weather, store area hours may vary. So if you got my little teaser message on Twitter a few days ago, I said make sure you hit ABC before the mad masses. So still Sunday in the South. Great day to day drink. So head to ABC and support them. They support us. All right, so here's the scoop. All right, real quick, first and foremost, this little guy, remember we were looking at some models one day, we're like, what the heck's this little thing? Well, it's actually an Invest. So I updated the app late last night and the website with this. This is Invest 94, real quick. All it's really going to do is come around here between Bermuda and the U.S. and spin around, So down on the bottom here, Invest 94. I only got one graphic. There you go. So if you want to know about the little orange circle, that's what that is. Really nothing more than a shipping interest. I have isobar maps. Jay, is that sarcastic? All right, so there's that. All right, so let's go to the official stuff. All right, so here's some official graphics, and we'll talk about what's happening now. So your latest NHC graphic, obviously, was posted at 5. Ooh, their website's a little slow. 5 o'clock, here you go. Expecting a possible coastal skirt. Right along the Florida coast here. So that'll be interesting. Just a few miles offshore, maybe close to the Cape. This is probably where we're going to end up going somewhere right down here. Melbourne, maybe. We'll see. So we're starting to get the winds in. You know, West Palm Beach feeling it. Still offshore. Interesting to note. Look at the south. Now listen. As I was coming on, I started seeing a lot more discussion about this blow up. Now listen. I am not a hyper. I got in trouble last night because I posted bubble, bubble, bubble. As a matter of fact, if you didn't watch last night's little video, so here's what's funny. This is Emily at 3 years old. Emily's 14 years old now. This is Emily at 3 years old. So I posted on Twitter, bubble, 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 and I got all these people mad at me. You hyper, you bad guy, you should stop hyping. I'm like, bubble, 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 it's bubbling. But look at this. I remember this video. This is, 11 years ago. But it's so cute. You got to listen. Listen to this. She says it. Watch. Watch. Listen. Six string.
My papa string.
All right, here it comes. Then we'll talk weather.
One the sim, and the boy.
So from now on, when I say bubble, I'm gonna cut that clip. But anyway, back to Twitter. Everybody's talking about this blow up. You know, Michael Ventris, respected meteorologist, ongoing massive convective burst. So, you know, we're watching. Not officially anything to worry about, except it will be a little stronger for people that are not thinking it's going to be anything. Sometimes we get tropical storms, you don't even get anything. This one's going to, and I'm going to show you some core stuff, but there was actually a few other guys really questioning the eye wall trying to redevelop here. So, you know, not saying it's going to happen, but we got to watch these things in real time. And we will see. Where is it? Of course, I can't find it. You know, radar. I'll show you some radar. Definitely looking more impressive on radar. And that's inching its way towards Florida. Lightning. So it's not dead yet. Put it to you that way. So that's what we're watching. That's live. This is real time. That's why you watch these things in real time. So all right, there's that. All right. So anyways, so here's excuse me. Here is the deal. So we got the watches and warnings. All right. So let's go back to Carolinas. We're still looking at a path, curving it off the shore a little bit. Little chance to maintain intensity, heading right into the same exact models we've been watching. So the Carolinas. Definitely watching up through Virginia. Heavy rainfall. They're already starting to update their rain maps. This is what we talked about last night. Now that this heavy rain that we're seeing offshore, it's not going to stay offshore now that we make landfall up in the Carolinas. So we got pretty good little flood risk maps here starting to show that, hey, we could have some pretty serious rain developing the next 3 days. So as our system has most of the stuff off to the East Coast, obviously the rain now is going to end up a big threat as this makes the shore in the days ahead. So those maps are updated, just so you know. That's definitely coming. The surge map was updated this morning here. 2 to 4 foot parts of Carolina, South Carolina and North Carolina. So starting to watch for surge. Storm's not disappeared yet. Just because it downgraded to a tropical storm doesn't mean that it's dead. Look, current radar for Florida. Ooh, too many requests. Look at that. There's the heavy stuff developing. And it does appear that it's trying to tighten up the eye just a little bit. So this is going to eventually drift its way close to Florida coast. And look at these squall lines already into the Cape. Some of these squall lines are already showing up on future radar to make it to middle Florida by early afternoon. So we're already starting to see the effects of Isaiah. All right, so let me show you some future radar real quick. Here's the wind map. This is a good map. Sustained winds starting to hit the coast. This is the strongest winds. Let a little tick to the north here in the last fix. So this is going to meander its way to the coast. Let's look at, here's the hurricane hunters. They're out there flying around right now, getting ready to take off again, another mission. So we'll be tracking them all day. 3 missions going on right now. Look at that. So it dropped a little bit, 996. Not big, 997. You can see how it's meandered right along the coast. Every one of these little orange dots is a fix of where they determine the center is. So there's a plane flying toward Okeechobee, either going back to Tampa or going to make another turn. Looks like it's heading back to Lakeland. There's another plane takes off. So there's that. What can you guys expect? That's probably what everybody's wanting to know now. So currently, like I said, it's officially not supposed to be a hurricane. It's maintaining pretty good structure. A lot of discussion about this latest blow up of convection, like we saw yesterday. Very interesting. So we'll see if any of this stuff maintains and brings up some squally weather. So as long, you got to think too. I mean, just because it doesn't have sustained winds, it's producing some pretty hefty squall lines right now, and these are all really going to develop around the center. And that's what we got to worry about as this thing gets closer to the coast, because it's going to develop. We're going to have tornadic cells. We're going to have water spouts. We're going to have tornado warnings. So all this stuff is just off the coast, and it's inching in. So this is obviously the center, and as close as this gets to the coast, that's going to bring some pretty nasty weather. We're already getting a squall line up into south of Daytona here, down in reaching Orlando now. Orlando's officially in a tropical storm warning. So there's that. Let's look at some future radar. We can look at what we're looking. We'll focus up on the Carolinas here after this. I know we have a lot of people in Florida wondering what they're going to get today. So some of the future radar, we're going to take a look. We're going to start to see these lines rolling in pretty soon. This is 10 a.m. Just a couple hours from now. Daytime heating is going to fuel these things. So we're going to definitely start to see these inland showers. Some of them are even forecasted they could make it into Tampa Bay later this evening, 3 o'clock. I mean, that's not going to be any stronger than your normal afternoon thunderstorms, but it'll be very fast moving, very tropical. sunshine, humidity, rain. So, coastal skirt, that's still the same. A little bit weaker. Official. Here's the NAM. Kind of showing you how it's going to be somewhere right here this evening, 6 o'clock p.m. Big tail, so, you know, it's going to ride the coast. It's not nothing. It's just not a hurricane. That's good news. But it's definitely going to be a surprise. I'm telling you. It's going to pack a punch. I guarantee you we're going to have people say that was the strongest tropical storm I've ever experienced. Because we've seen some tropical storms that had zero precipitation. And we have a lot of fans up in Jacksonville. And look, this is the same timeline. Monday morning, look, it's going to be right off the coast. And we're going to have squalls up in that neck of the woods. This thing is not curving out as far as what you guys are used to. So it'll be squally. Brunswick, Savannah, Jacksonville in the morning. And again, surge estimates 1 to 3 for that area, 2 to 4 to the north. So that's what we can expect there. That's throughout the day today. You know, timing again, this is around 4 p.m. Getting awfully close to the coast. Let's look at the latest Euro and see how close it predicted if we get a landfall or not. As we are within that window here, just a few hours. So the latest Euro keeps it maybe a landfall at the Cape again. Maybe. Keeps it right there, 981. Little, you know, Euro has a little bit of strengthening over the Gulf Stream, 981. So Euro is 987. So the Euro is predicting a little bit stronger than what the NHC showing. NHC 997. It initialized correctly. Euro saying, hey, there's a chance we might get a little stronger. There's Florida. Now let's go to the southeast and see what South Carolina and North Carolina are looking at. This is the latest 606Z Euro. Hey, Amy, I'll see some comments here. I'm a little still waking up. Woke up at 5. The kids, the girls went to softball. I think I missed on one hand how many games I missed of Emily's softball. So you guys are more important today than softball. All right, so here's the latest Euro. Let's see what it does going. All right, so here's, you know, still kind of strong, 994. This is Monday afternoon, you know, midday, Monday right here. Monday morning right off the coast of Florida, Georgia line. Going into the early afternoon Monday tomorrow. And then possible landfall around the Charleston area again. This is Tuesday morning. Early Tuesday. Non-daylight hours Tuesday. But it's still showing 985 millibars. So NHC's not forecast any sort of strengthening, but I keep seeing all these model trends showing a little stronger this last little burst before landfall. So, but listen, it's going to go up the coast. It's going to speed up. The core of it's going to go a little bit more inland to the Carolinas, and it's going to bring action all the way up to the Northeast. So, you know, still watching this thing close. You know, like I said, the Euro predicted a little bit stronger system than what the NHC showing. So there's that one. Let's look at the latest GFS and the NAM. I haven't even looked at any of these things yet. Hey, Aaron, it's all right. I had a highlight from yesterday. That's all I care. I got to see the Hurricane Hunters yesterday, and I got to see her play a couple games. So, how you doing, Rick? Hey, what's up, Katie? Morning. Katie's on the East Coast. So, all right, let's look at some latest. These are on Tropical Tidbits. We could probably see. Let's look at the latest H-Wharf and H-Mon. All right, so the latest H-Wharf initialized correctly, 997. Shows a little deepening, 991 right off the coast. This is tomorrow morning, actually. Slowed down a little bit. Oh, no, today's... the hell? Oh, August 2nd. What the hell? Oh, yeah, this is right now. This is last night's run. Hasn't updated yet. We haven't got to 6Z yet. Okay. So this is almost correct. Current position. So yeah, it did a good job. All right, so what's it going to do? All right, it's a little deepening, 987. This is later this morning. Keeps it right off the coast. Look at that. Right off the coast. Overnight hours, right off the Cape. And a little strengthening. Yeah, maintains it. Nothing too big. 986, so none of the models are showing any massive weakening. So there's, Charleston, heavy rain, heavy rain. This is overnight Tuesday or Monday into Tuesday morning right here. And then kind of goes up the coast. Big rain. Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania. So, it's going to affect more than just coastal. All right, let's take a look at the latest HMON. Hey, Mon. This one might have stayed off the coast, too. It did. Look at that. So the models ticked a little bit to the east. Right off the coast. Look at that bad boy. So we wouldn't want that to come ashore, that's for sure. So that's this would be Sunday night tonight, late tonight. And a little turn right up to North Carolina, South Carolina line. So you get the idea. Those models are very, very, very consistent. Latest GFS showing right here at the Cape late tonight, right offshore. Big heavy bands. Little turn, then it redevelops it up into South Carolina. 993. So, and again, timing for a Carolina landfall does appear to be early Tuesday morning. So that is interesting. Let's look at some rain maps real quick for everybody and see what you got. Because it's going to be a rainmaker all the way up into New England. So it's going to bring some tropical juice up past the Mason-Dixon line. Let's see. Here we go. So here's the rain map. There you can see it. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. This is through midweek. So there's your rain line. Pretty heavy stuff, right? All right. Cool. Hey, Shelly, what's cooking? So, hey, listen, if you just tune in, listen. So the good news overnight is this thing got, we lost all the hurricane watches and warnings. Good news. Still maintaining 65 mile an hour. It's still kind of a big storm. Here's morning satellite on Weather Nerds. You can see the outflow here. A lot of lightning right where the center appears to be. So, no strengthening expected, but it's maintaining itself. And again, the effects for Florida are this. We're going to have squall lines no matter what. No matter where the storm is, it's going to produce squall lines through the whole state of Florida. So you got to watch for those. Windy, quick, fast-moving tropical, squall lines. The ones along the coast are going to be a lot stronger. A little tighter isobars. What's up, Zach? So, you can get water spouts, tornadoes, occasional. It's not uncommon, so we got to watch for that. We got radar starting to get a little closer now to the core, so we can definitely see where the low pressure is. You can see the spin here. This is the area everybody online's watching. Looks like a little bump to the northeast here, which is good. But this definitely, looks like a tropical storm. There's Paul Jeanette coming up. Isaiah. Just when we got the name figured out, we only got a couple more days of tracking Isaiah. Baby Hunter, Mimi? Yeah, maybe. He's right here sleeping. We'll get him at the end. So yeah, it's right offshore by about 30, 40 miles. It's crazy. Let's see if I can, I wonder if he's got radar in here. I didn't even notice he's got radar. Let's see. Home. Let's see. Custom 2 radar zones. Let's see. Let's see. Radar sites. Yeah, we can zoom in. Look at this. This one might be pretty cool. I never even used his weather radar. There it is. That's okay. But look, we can do the measure. This is cool. So this is, well, we can if it, I had to stop it. something. This is it's new, so I have to learn it. Measure. Nope. All right, let me refresh it. We're not giving up. Let's see if it's on that one yet. Nah, not really. Okay, so let's see. Measure. There we go. So that little guy roughly is only 40 miles offshore. So the heavy stuff is only 40 miles. This is like tracking Matthew again, Dorian again. Luckily, it's not as strong. Hopefully, the beach erosion isn't as strong. But there's going to be some, no doubt. And of course, the impacts up in the north, like I said, because the rain's all heavily weighted to the eastern side, all that's going to end up going into the Carolinas. So all this juice here that Freeport's reporting 10 inches of rain last night, right over the Bahamas here. This is all going to be on the east side of the system, and as it goes north, it's going to go into the Carolinas, into North Carolina and Virginia. So there's that. Again, if you're just tuning in, let's see what else. Don't freak out about this little orange guy. It's going to go right between Bermuda and U.S. Boom, boom. Long range, we're not seeing anything developing still. We're going to be in a negative MJO pattern, so the tropics is going to take a couple weeks off, which is good news. Marcus, what? 979, that can't happen. Here's all the dry air it's been fighting. It's definitely got a little moisture bubble, though. A lot of lightning. A lot of lightning by the center. Ed Petrowski, don't get hung up on it being a tropical storm. Changes. Let's see. Not a why. So let's see if there's anything. 90. This is Alan Hoffman. So Marcus, was that you? I forget who said it. Hey Brian, I'm not going to say concerned because that's, I just using, the only thing I'm concerned about is, like I said, somebody already corrected me. 65 to 75 mile an hour is almost the same. It's the juiciness of the squall lines and the rain impact. We're seeing the eye get well defined. Somebody from Freeport reported 10 inches plus. Somebody put a video on our page that it was extremely windy. It felt stronger than a tropical storm. So, this thing's, if it is wrapping up, you're gonna have stronger. You're gonna have people say this is the strongest tropical storm I ever felt. And that's only if it gets closer to the coast. This thing is 40 miles offshore, let's say. So that's my only concern, is it inching closer to the coast, because I believe it's going to maintain its intensity and maybe surprise us a little bit, because it is going over the warm Gulf Stream. They're saying that the pressure's dropping. You can just see that by looking at the satellite. So whether or not this is true or not, 983 pressure could be tainted readings, but we got a lot of 980 barbs here. 988, 88, 87, 87. So then 997. So it's suspicious. We'll see. Not an expert at reading recon data, but they're out there right now flying around, and it looks like it's bubbling. Bubble, 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 bubble. So, but the good news is the tracks of keeping it just off the coast, the Florida skirt again. So, hey Tiki, I love the name Tiki. What is it about Tiki? The coolest Tiki bar on the planet is the Getaway and Whiskey Joe's. So, where are you evacuated from, Lauren? Are you up there in the Carolinas? Here, I don't want to blow you guys out of the water. Hold on. There we go. Morning cough. Hey, Bradford water temp map. Yeah, we can do that. Here's a good site. Look at we can look at some live water temps right where the storm's at. So custom storm products. We can take a look at that. So here's our system and current sea surface temperatures right now. Obviously, red is hot. 30 degrees Celsius. Ocean heat content. It's right over the the warmest part of the Bahamas right now. So it's got plenty of juice underneath it. The only thing hurting it has been a little shear and dry air. Got a lot of shear up ahead. So that's a negative for the system and shear. So it's got hot water positive and shear dry air negative. So usually that means maintain. So there's that. Take some honey. No, I'm good. I'm really good. I feel great. All right, so here's let's look at the windy map for the Euro, and then we'll see what you guys are saying because interesting. We'll have to watch this. We'll just stay live. I'm missing my daughter's softball. You guys are the next best thing. We have Game Changer. Let's see if anything's updated yet. See if she's pitching. If she's pitching, I'd be a little stressed out. She got the pitch yesterday. Did pretty good. I was a little hard on her. She walked 2 in 4 innings, and I kind of said something about it. Like, you can't give up. We lost by 1 run. So, me being the dad that I am, the damn birds won't shut up this morning. Me being the dad, I'm like, yeah, if you didn't walk so many damn girls. All right, so here's the wind gust map. Let's take a look at the Euro. The heaviest winds obviously remain just offshore, which is good news. If this thing does strengthen a little bit. Remember, the Euro showed this thing strengthening. Everybody says the almighty Euro. Except now that, whatever. But so Euro showed a little strengthening. Well, whatever. We'll see. But, it could get windy overnight. Look at Daytona Beach. The Euro had to get in just a little bit. Could have 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts at Daytona. This would be overnight, 3 a.m. Hey, eyes open. Nope. Saharan dust really wasn't a factor with this one. Originally it was right above it. The dust ran a little bit quicker, and we showed a lot of those maps early in the game, and ended up not being a big factor. This is all from the trough that dipped down, upper level jet stream. Carol, thanks. No, I am. We get good. I'll show you the highlight. I got it. I got to watch 2 games yesterday. Which was good. I got to see the Hurricane Hunters. So here's I happen to catch moments at the right time. I don't film a lot because we have to sit in the outfield. They won't let us sit behind the dugout. So here's a hit. This is it. This is Emily at bat. Only 2 highlights, and we're back to weather. But she had a good hit up the middle. Obviously, keep that sucker down, I tell her, man. No pop-ups. And then that's her pitching. She hustles awesome on the mound. She got the out. That was the end of the innings. So that was a good daddy highlight. Made my day. So, Shelly, what's uncalled for? We do the windy app. Yep. All right, so here's the GFS, or Euro. I want someone to see the GFS. GFS very similar as far as track position goes. This is tonight, 10 p.m. GFS right here. This is 9 a.m. Obviously, kind of like where we're at right now. Really did good on that. So the question will be any little wobbles, With the eventual turn to the north and the northeast, really the best shot of this thing turning into Florida would be obviously Canaveral south, because eventually it's going to start feeling that pole and start to turn. So this is the window right here of any pole. And the last fix on Hurricane Hunters actually had a little bit due north. So this is a cool map. I love this map because it shows you the track history. Another good place for the track history. This cyclone weather. Oh, we can use his red, green, blue model, Navy model site, Mike. We'll look at my Navy model. Okay, We had a little action, I guess, the last couple days on our chats. I wish we could control everything, but we can't. But you guys took care of it without me. I guess enough people reported somebody that he's not on the site anymore. So I saw some messages that were kind of concerning. So we're inching up to 1 million. We're bound to have one or two troublemakers. Yeah, they are, Tony. Bubbles. Jamie, it actually helps. The front actually, sometimes we've seen fronts actually aid in development or maintaining development. So sometimes because of the shear coming up from the south actually will help the whole process. That's why I've seen a lot of models show a couple of isobar deepening as it comes ashore Tuesday. So there's more models still showing a little bit of strengthening. When we're just talking, 990 to 985 or 999 to 990, small, but still. Here's the latest blow up here, by the way. I was hoping this satellite be updated, but because of daylight, it just starting to. But here's our storms. If this is a good site if you want to see the track of it so far. It's pretty cool. Look at that. That's neat. We'll leave it right there. Thank you, Luis. Thomas, yeah, it's right on the edge. Charles said, Brad, you're going to get the worst Monday night, late, going into Tuesday morning. There's a chance this could set up and hit right there south of you, right on top of you. So it seems to be pointing to middle South Carolina. Rainy, I don't know on that one. Unless there's... That's tough. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I've... I hear you. All right, so what's the lowest pressure recorded, Alex? Holy cow. I think we have 800. Or are you talking about this system? It was in the 980s, I think. Sharon, yeah, they do. Hurricane Hunter. Look at Hurricane Hunters now. I will. So, all right, here's the storm. This is pretty neat, right? This is our storm track. Look at that. Look where it started. And if you remember, weeks ago, the model started picking up on this. A low pressure coming off of Africa. One time it was like way up here. It was incredible that the Euro was showing this low pressure come back down, makes, land. And it always had an amazing sea. They always say the Cape Verde seeded storms that have a vorticity spin. And that's, yesterday when everybody wrote it off and I was so close, it had a naked center spin. Most people were writing it off. The Hurricane Center was going on the fact that it had this intense core. And I'm going to show you that real quick. Which is really fascinating to see it on the wind site. But it has an pretty amazing 850 structure. This is the spin in the air. 500 millibar, very good spin. So it's very well stacked and it's got spinach. We can see that shear coming down, kind of messing things up. We have an upper level low all around it, dry air. This has been what's fighting it. So that was that. Let's go back to Hurricane Hunter. Somebody said, let's see what the Hunters are finding. That one is gone. I think he's going back to Lakeland. $9.96. I don't know. What's the updated stuff? What are we looking at? Well, we got another flight just taking off too. This one's coming out of... No, where is this one coming out of? It's like maybe the Virgin Islands. I don't know. Or Panhandle. I don't know. All right. So all right. Melbourne. So listen. All right. So listen. Anybody on the East Coast of Florida, we got tropical storm warnings. Okay, the bands are setting up. The daytime heating, these things are going to start getting a little more intense. We saw future radar really getting intense as the day goes on. So as our system treks this way, all we're watching for is a bobble wobble to the west is how much stronger this core will get to the coast. All these are going to hit regardless. It doesn't really matter how far out this is. These are going to be developing squall lines throughout the day. They're going to be coming in off the Atlantic. This is the core that you're watching the closest. This is what you need to be concerned about is the actual eye. It's an eye. It's trying to form an eye again. And then as we get to Monday, like I said, Monday morning into Monday afternoon, we're going to be sitting right off here, off of the bend. And then potential landfall into the Carolinas. As right now, they're maintaining intensity 65 the whole way. And we could be looking at a landfall early Monday or Tuesday morning, Monday night. So that's all consistent. Carolina, a lot of folks from Charleston. Here's here's the Euro look just south of you. This is consistent. This is 11 p.m. Monday. Then it goes inland, obviously Tuesday morning, 5. So there you go. I mean, that timing has been pretty spot on. And the landfall, pretty spot on. GFS to the right and Euro to the left. So, and the timing is the same. This is Monday 11. So late Monday night, Tuesday morning on potential landfall. So high tide, surge. If you look at surge maps, the surge right now technically is 2 to 4 foot on the NOAA site. And there's some other great links that they have. They have an inundation map, and they have your peak surge map that we showed. The inundation map I link a lot. It just shows you current spots to watch, basically areas that are prone to flooding. If you want to see, different impacts. Kind of a hard map to understand. I have a couple more on my site down here by the surge map. I have surge estimates. This is from the Sierra site. This shows you current thinking on surge. So the highest surge appears to be Charleston area. Again, this changes on track and intensity. If the track adjusts a little bit more to the west, the surge obviously will be closer to the core and impact Charleston more. But so these surge maps are live, and you click on the little bar graph, and you can click on an area, and you can get maximum water height. And you can change the variables on the side over here too. You can do inundation height. You can do maximum inundation. So there's a lot of cool tools on here. So that's linked right here underneath my site. Right here, you see the National Hurricane Center surge, and then right above it says surge estimates. And I have a couple more. I mean, I got this shows you different zone hazards. Also have this surge map's kind of neat because you can click the category of a storm and see what kind of surge you could expect. So category 1, you click on that and it just gives you an idea, where you live. You can zoom right into your street. So this is estimated category 1. You can click category 2, category 3, category 4. So it's a cool tool. So if you're curious where you live and you want to see what the worst case scenario is, this isn't in category 1 though. It's right below it. But they still predicting 2 to 4 feet in that area. So what's up, Greg from Norfolk, from Virginia? Water is the biggest problem, John. Correct. Water is like 90% plus deaths with hurricane and tropical systems. Inland flooding, coastal surge, just in general, 90 to 95% of all hurricane-related deaths are water. So water, you can hide from the wind, but you got to run from the water. Vanessa, are you cleared from Broward? Well, getting close. Hey, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy. So what's happening right now? All right, well, let's see. Let's pretend this is happening right now. What's changed from overnight? All right, so what's changed from overnight? The system has gotten no stronger. That's great. The watches and warnings for hurricanes have been dropped. The system has not died. It's really maintaining itself. Little discussion online about all this lightning developing near center. Not that it's strengthening, but at least it's maintaining itself. A little tick to the east in models as far as Florida goes. There's a lot of lightning down there. Look at that. That's the core. There's West Palm Beach. So if you're in West Palm Beach, look out into the Atlantic and you'll see some big storms, I bet. Georgia, yes, Leslie. All right, well, listen. All right, so all this site, well, we talked a lot about Georgia, but listen, so our system is moving parallel along the coast. I'm still watching that blow up. Man, that's crazy. Let's go look at some GOES satellite real quick, because that's the talk of the town. Where is my GOES satellite? Right here. GOES east. So we will click Florida. And we will see the sandwich loop. This is a scary one. Look at that. Oof. There's the current blow up of convection. That's crazy. Now let's look at the last like 240 hours. That's not it. I have to refresh. Well, maybe it's not even showing me that. No, it should. Anyway, that's crazy. All right. So, oh, we got a webcam? What's that link? I just saw somebody post a webcam. Oh, man. KDE Boynton Beach? Who's that? Is that your webcam? Kevin, is that yours? Is that your house? Go outside and wave. Make sure you have clothes on. A little breezy, right? You're right, John. Hey, that's what Dennis Phillips says to people all the time. It's no worse than an actual severe thunderstorm. That's what I said all along. If you're okay with a Category 1 hurricane, then don't stress. There's a lot of people that obviously don't like Category 1 hurricanes, so we cater to both. Oh, my marketing manager says I got to turn my cup so we can show the Louis cup. So there we go. So there's that. Somebody was asking about Georgia. All right, well, let's go back to tropical tidbits. I love I love Levi's one site. He's the best that incorporates moisture with pressure. So there's our GFS riding up the Florida coast today, right? And Georgia, look, right on the edge. So if you're in the eastern part of Georgia, South Carolina, this is Monday morning. Tomorrow, going to have some, possible hefty squalls of rain. Surge is, estimated that area. We're going to have water pushing in. So storms are definitely going to be possible eastern Georgia, South Carolina. And there's our landfall tomorrow into Tuesday morning. And this is still Tuesday morning. It's going to start really going fast. Fast mover. Gets sucked up in that front. But that's really that in a nutshell. All the models are really, really close to the same. Here's squalls Monday starting to impact you early in the morning. So the question today will be Florida. And hey, where's my wife? How they doing, Julie? Did she post? Are they playing? I'm afraid to look. How many pop-ups did Emily have? I hate pop-ups. But I guess you should hate strikeouts more than pop-ups. At least they're swinging, right? So this is just a blob, folks. Okay? It's just a blob. We chase blobs here at Mike's Weather Page. We sell shirts that say we chase blobs. I love blobs. I cannot lie. Jacksonville summer. Listen, tonight into tomorrow morning, you're going to start seeing squall lines in Jacksonville, and you're under a tropical storm warning in Jacksonville. Let's see if Weather Nation put up their graphic that I love. They follow me too. Oh my God. Yeah, here you go. I love this map. Love it. Here's current tropical storm warning. So, Jacksonville, Brunswick, coastal, Charleston. These will be extended northward as our storm goes on because of timing. So, just because it stops doesn't mean anybody else isn't going to get any. So, these, I think we have a watch. We don't even have a watch, do we? No watch. So maybe they won't. Maybe they're, but just pay attention north of Charleston. But these are current watches and warnings. And yeah, this is a teaser. You imagine if we were watching a Cat 4 hurricane? Oh my God. So there's lightning, a lot of lightning going on. Let me do my tradition here of posting during the show. Pop fly. Oh God, don't tell me about that. Yeah, well, Lisa, if you're in Florida, we had some good rain bands all night. A couple were pretty strong. From weathernationtv.com. I'll just leave it at that. Short and sweet. Tropical storm force warnings from weathernationtv.com. There we go. Post. So, yeah, Marcelo, it's definitely no biggie for a lot. That's good. Amanda, there you go. Let me make sure our link works. Yep, it works. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Twitter and see what's going on. Kimmy, I got a couple emails of people inviting us over. I can't believe it. And where's that Hooters guy? Where's the Hooters store manager? I want to take you up on some shrimp. I love shrimp. Where are you going, Deanna? Savannah? Tomorrow? Once you get to like St. Augustine, it'll be fine. Oh, I spelled calm wrong? No, I didn't. Yeah, it is weak sauce, Whitney. No biggie, right? No worries. I love this guy, Cranky Weather Guy. So, if you're new to the site and you like a lot of stuff, like on my weather page, I have a Twitter feed on the bottom here. It's got all these guys. I got Debu. I love him. I love reading everybody else's stuff too, man. And there's a Twitter feed on my page with all this stuff. Look at that. All this stuff. It's amazing. I only like certain things, so and I also have the feed on my app, if you haven't noticed. And I also updated the app with Invest94 now. But I have the Twitter feed on my app too, and there's the same thing. So you can sit back, sit on the toilet, and watch the tropics. Oh, I spelled my website wrong. Oh Jesus! How many times do I do that? There it is. Scum. You guys are great. What do you think, Shelly? I told you I need a Facebook person. There we go. You guys rock. Rhode Island, middle of the week. Well, let's take a look. Let's see how far north this thing goes. Good question. We'll just use the, all the models now are really, 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 really close. So they're all, showing the same thing. It gets caught up in this front. There it is. Look at that. That's Tuesday morning. So we're showing Monday night to Tuesday morning landfall. This is Tuesday going on to Tuesday afternoon. And then it really gets to go on. Look at that. That's Rhode Island Tuesday night. Or this Tuesday night, I mean. So you're clear. So that there's late Tuesday night. Maine technically could still get tropical juice from God, I just brain farted. I can't even remember the name. Isaiah. So it's gonna be long gone. It's Wednesday morning, long gone. Wednesday, long gone. Look at that. Tuesday morning, early morning. Wednesday morning, gone. That sucker's gonna book. Wham! And then there's nothing left. We have nothing to talk about for 2 weeks. But I'll be ready. Everybody was worried about me yesterday too. I didn't look that bad, did I? I did a little video from my softball field. Somebody even emailed Julie, worried. I'm like, no, I'm good. We had 3 games out in the sun. Yeah, Mark. Well, when it's my website, I got to. I get a third of the website traffic comes from Facebook, and that's because people like the link. They like to click the link, then type the link. So I understand. I hate typing it. Oh, somebody just put video. What's that mean? Video. What the hell? Let me see what Julie said. Oh, might be something good. Let's see what. Must be a hit. But the videos, when you text videos, the quality is terrible. Sounds like a hit. Shelly, I do look exhausted. Well, I cannot lie. I used to be able to sleep. So my pattern when I was a kid, this is what I used to wake up to every morning. Ready? Let me show you my routine. So when I was a kid, this was my favorite show growing up. Chips. Remember this song? Oh, I love it. And then I would wake up to Price is Right with Bob Barker. And that's when I knew that I slept in too long, because Price is Right was on like at 11. And that would be my wake up, 11 o'clock. But I was in college. I was going to the ale house till 3 in the morning. So now I go to bed last night at 1. Guess what? I woke up at 6 o'clock. Or no, actually I woke up I was posting at 5 o'clock. No, I posted at 4:30 this morning. So I only got 3.5 hours sleep, I guess. I had to. I had to see the 5 o'clock advisory, man. I was like, oh, it's coming, it's coming. I love chips, Brandy. God, my mom and dad would tell me, however, I would ask how long a ride was in the car, and I guess they would just tell me 1 chips or 2 chips. Come on down. Plinko. So anyway, thanks you, Danielle. Nap time. Nope. So we're gonna yeah, Monica, the birds. When the birds start chirping, we're in trouble. So yeah, we got a lot to watch. Let's see some live stuff. I'll try to take it about an hour. The big question, man, that's the thing. Look at that. I'm gonna have to post that. Would I be a fear monger if I posted that? If I posted facts, do I look like a fear monger? Good Times. God, I remember all those shows, man. You know, oh God, Scott. I love the spinach dip, man. I don't know what it was. I would eat the spinach dip every night of the week. And plus they had this mahi Moran, like a spicy mahi pasta. Oh God, it was so good. I can still taste it. Then they made another mahi that was in an aluminum foil with vegetables. That was amazing. And then they had like the 50 shrimp. Emergency. I remember that. That came on before it. Dude, I watched them all, man. Gilligan's Island. Flipper. It's just a blob, Wendy. It's just a blob, right? We chase blobs. Right? Buy your blob shirt if you're new to the site. I believe in blobs so much that I went and had a shirt design made. My buddy Dusty, my artist. I'm not that good. I can't draw that stuff. So look at that. We went and had a shirt, and he made me a blob shirt. Look at that. I watch blobs. And that's what we're doing right now. So maybe one next year I'll have a big old squall and put bubble, bubble, bubble. All right. So seriousness now. All right. So let's go back to Twitter. I want to see what's cooking. I don't know about the Florida landfall, Meredith. It's so close. The last hurricane hunter showed a fix straight north. So I always put in my comments, I'm really careful with words, but I put a wiggle to the oh, he's talking about Hudson Valley. So I put a wiggle, firing up once again. Yes, it is. Daytona Speedway closing down early. Talking about Bahamas. I guess they had a lot of rain. So, Carolinas are starting to watch. Tropical storm force warnings, obviously. Carolina Weather Group's a great group out of Carolina. Imagine that. Here's a good graphic by Ed showing you the rain. That's that's a lot of rain. 46 official. And I got the rain map here on the site. They haven't updated it yet. Well, yeah, 46 is yellow, but we definitely have pockets more than that. This will probably increase. The good news is the heavy stuff is just off the coast of Florida officially. We're going to have squall lines, yes, but we're not going to have this persistent, heavy. And look at that, really starting to show up. Look at that. I mean, that's some serious convection firing. Storm chasing carry, yes. Yes. Jacksonville, checking in. Jacksonville, you're going to start getting squall lines later tonight and into tomorrow. You're not going to get the eye of the storm. You're just going to get passing squall lines. And in reality, like somebody just posted earlier, these are going to feel like afternoon thunderstorms. So, sometimes our afternoon thunderstorms can be 60-mile-an-hour winds. So, this is not normal. This is not afternoon thunderstorms. This all is. So all these squall lines away from center will feel like a strong thunderstorm afternoon thunderstorm. And I got a power outage map here. Let's take a look. If we get any, nothing really yet. So that's good. Only 2,000 people out of power yet, so that's good. And it should be. We haven't had anything yet to worry about. Here's a rain map again. Rain's going to go there. If we got a flood potential tomorrow. So, yeah. Hilton Head, yep, you're right on the edge. Danielle, it's looking like a landfall for Charleston. Late Monday into Tuesday morning, early, overnight hours. Thanks, William. Nah, man, you guys rock. And we got a fairly amazing group of people. 99.999999999%. I mean, it is so fun. I even love you guys that harass me to make a point when I'm wrong. But you know what? You still come back. And that's great. I can take it. There's nothing else to talk about, Sammy or whoever was asking. This little guy out here, I have updated Invest94. I got it on the app too, but there's nothing. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to curve around Bermuda. So other than that, the Tropical Depression 10 disappeared. That was a brief little. It was the headline for a lot of news people. Breaking news: Atlantic disturbance appears off of Africa. But you know what? It didn't go more than 5 miles, and it didn't. It was just a hype machine. Hillary, you can definitely feel effects depending on, it's the same deal, the eastern side of the center. As far as winds go for, Carolina, South Carolina, the heavy stuff's going to be to the east, as always. This is all going to pump in off the Atlantic. Remember, everything spins counterclockwise. So you're going to have squall lines coming in off of the Atlantic. So if this storm goes to the south of Charleston, that would mean the worst weather would hit Charleston, Myrtle Beach. and the highest risk for surge. But inland, a little bit of winds to the west, but mainly to the north. So we can have some windy weather, but as far as like South Carolina as a whole, it's mainly concentrated to the eastern side. This thing's going to cut up into North Carolina. So eastern half, definitely a lot stronger than the western half. And there's your rain and thunder. That's pretty aggressive for the Euro. So this is Tuesday, 3 a.m. Look at that. That's 3 a.m., man. That's Tuesday. Next, tomorrow night. That's a lot of thunder and lightning potential. So that's pretty hefty for the Euro. So that's going to continue north. Look at that. You see it into Carolina. This is 8 a.m. North Carolina. It's kind of hard to see, but that's central North Carolina. Then it goes into Virginia. This is 11 a.m. on Tuesday. This is 3 p.m. on Tuesday. That's the storm potential. Fredericksburg, Tuesday. This is Tuesday, 3 p.m. This is Tuesday, 8 p.m. So we could have storms up in Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. This is Tuesday, 8 p.m. So it's not set in stone. This is just a Euro, but it gives you a good idea what we're looking at. So, as far as the Outer Banks goes, if this thing keeps taking this more of a north turn, the Outer Banks is just going to get a squall line or two. And that's probably good for them because they get a lot of action. So, future radar, Megan, you're under tropical storm warning. There's going to be squall lines later today developing. Could get a little strong afternoon for Orlando's tropical storm warnings. I don't know what kind of protocols they take being under the tropical storm warnings if they have to close anything down. I don't know if we expect any airport delays. I have a button here for airport delays. Nothing yet. Oh, future radar, HRRR, right here on my site. That's a rapid refresh that goes to Levi's site. It updates every hour. It's great. And this run just went 9 hours in. That's the HRR, showing a little strengthening right along the coast. It only goes out usually 18 hours, so you got to back it up 1 hour to 11Z. So it updates every hour, and I love it because it gives a great idea on timing of storms, mainly direction of storms. Especially living in Florida, you don't know if the storms are going east to west, west to east. So the HRR 99% of the time gets it right. So you can act like a genius. I mean, I told you the story before, but one time we went on the boat and there were storms developing here over Oldsmar, and people were like, "Why are you going on the boat? You're crazy." Well, I looked at the HRR; everything's going inland, and I knew that. We ended up having a beautiful sunny night. I think it was like July 4th, maybe. I don't know. So nobody took their boats out, and I did, but we got a good chance here for some. Look at that sucker, man. It's crazy. There's no way that's an eye. Can't be. Could be. Anything's possible. We saw murder hornets on the show the other night. So it's still tropical storm. If you're just signing in, don't worry. It's just a blob. There's a lot of chatter about the burst. Talking about reorganizing the storm. Very impressive convective burst. Now listen. All right. So a couple scenarios here. If it does indeed strengthen, obviously Florida, yes, watching, but this ultimately affects what happens to the Carolinas because none of the models are showing a weakening the time it gets up to the Carolinas. So if it strengthens now, then that likely means it's going to be stronger up there. So like I always say, man, number one rule of advice is tropics: watch things in real time. It's always worked for me. You know, put out all the scenarios. I mean, I was 100% on this one. I said it was not going to hit Texas. I don't put that on Twitter just for fun. I nailed this forecast. Watch this. Called for no Texas landfall 3 days ago. That'll get the haters hating more. So, see what else. Hurricane cakes, yep. All right, we're good. I'm going to wrap it up. And maybe head over to watch some softball. So, listen, we might be storm chasing later. Pay attention to that. And if we do, I'll be just streaming live a lot. And I apologize. So, I'll try to post weather in between lives. Here's Jeff Petrowski. Where's he at? Where are you at, man? Did you come to Florida? I gotta go now.
But the mid-level circulation is just off to my east there, about 35, 40. The massive convection is just offshore. That's where the mammatus is. So it's like a thunderstorm. And then watch this. Here we go. Watch this.
We're going, man. I love watching storm chasing.
In this area, and the waves, large battering waves, continue.
We watched him with Harvey. Remember the blue shed? Lots of stuff. All right, so does he have 2 accounts? How does he do that? All right. All right, so everyone see Hunter. And we'll watch what's happening. All right, let's see the dogs. All right, come here. We got a request for little Hunter. I got him on his back. He loves laying on his back. Louis still hates this, but here we go. I'm gonna bring him up slow. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Here he comes. Cue the Elvis music. He's so lazy. He's sleeping. I got you, buddy. What are you doing? He likes his back rub. Oh, look at that big strap. I know you're gonna get the Hunter yawn. Ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on, you can do it. You can yawn. Subliminally, they yawn when they see humans yawn, right? I'm going to try it again. Ready? Maybe not. Oh, what I tell you, I know it. I can predict it. It's coming. You just a yawny little guy. And I love to hold him like this. He's actually, hey, James, yeah, he's pretty calm. Trained him good. Look, he likes this. He likes me to lay. He likes to lay between my fingers, and then I love how he just puts his paws out. Look, he just kind of like just hangs there. Like, what's going on? And I guess Frenchies are supposed to be wild, so I apologize. He's a little hyper. He's a stretcher. He likes to stretch like a super hunter. Oh, he didn't like that. I must have touched his private parts. Did I? Let me kiss him. There you go. All right. All right, we'll show Louie. Come here, buddy. And this is my original. I used to be able to hold him in my hand, but I can't do that anymore. And this little guy, he is trained to be a superstar. You gonna wave? Come on, wave. No. Wave, Louie. Come on. Take your hand and wave. Like this. Wave to everybody. I think if he could talk, his first 2 letters would be F-U to his dad. Right? Right. All right. So he's a good boy. You see everybody? Look right there. He loves cameras. He is like the most photogenic dog. When I bring the camera out, he stops doing exactly what he's doing. Right? He knows what he's supposed to do. Aren't you? All right. Cool beans. All right. Well, we got, we still got a lot to watch. Bottom line, check this out. A lot of chitter chatter about, what's happening down here. Let's keep an eye on it. Any last minute changes here, we'll have to see. As far as, strengthening or not, it's still expected to just skirt the coast. So really the only people really worried about this blow up, obviously, are along the extreme coastal areas. The rain bands themselves will be the same regardless if this drifts in or gets a little stronger or not. The rain bands, so it's the immediate coasts are the ones that obviously are going to feel the effects of this. So, watch that close. And again, if it does get stronger, then obviously it'll be stronger the time it gets up into the East Coast. So, but officially not a hurricane. It's a tropical storm warning. And, we've seen a lot worse, right? So there you go. All right, cool beans. Be good. All right, I'm going to update this, throw it on YouTube, put it on replay at noon, and maybe get our storm chasing plans together. Bubble, 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 bubble. Hey, Monica, I don't know the pressure. Let's go back to Twitter. I'll just pretend I signed off because now I got to read. Haven't seen any official pressure drops yet, so nothing yet. All right, cool. All right, be good, y'all. Thanks so much. We'll be live tonight. If we go storm chasing, you'll be getting live notifications all day long. So that'll be fun. Then I'll be back live tomorrow, 9/19. Talking what we can expect. So by tomorrow this time night, when we go live tomorrow 9/19, we ought to see the eye of this thing right off the upper Florida coast, Georgia coast. So tomorrow will be interesting for everybody up in the Carolinas, and we'll see what kind of strength we have if this thing strengthens today or weakens. But most models show it not weakening. So all right, be good, be safe, and I'm gonna go get some coffee now because I feel like it. I got hit with a Mack truck. See ya.